Discourse with the Dobbs. This is not my stream. Since when is he streaming? Should be playing Wave Racer. Wave Racer!
Ridge Racer.
That's what I said. How do we stream again?
Open up Google Chrome. Spitting up my ass and telling me it's raining.
I've had all sorts of problems with Google Chrome in my computer.
Fucking Roman.
Fucking Roman. Polanski. Oh god. According to Twitter, it says IOC chief says Tokyo Olympics would be scrapped if not held in 2021. And there's today's Thursday. There's going to be a new episode of Top Chef tonight.
Yeah.
And from the scenes from next week that I remember, like there's this huge thing where they go to Tokyo and they're like preparing for the Olympics, and it's awesome, and it's going to be a lie, just like when they prepared for the Trolls premiere.
Yes.
Like 2020 Tokyo Olympics, you lied to me, Top Chef. You lied to me for the last time. Why is it telling me to follow myself?
Why is it telling me to fuck myself?
You are unable to follow this user.
Able to fuck yourself.
That too. I mean, hey everyone, it's RockMan and Ratmus and Sadie for the first time in months, unfortunately.
Doesn't even know she has a wonderful emote that no one can use, but I love it.
I'll modify it with rock points. Oh wait, I can't. But I can modify this. Thanks to someone gifting me a fish waffle sub.
Whoa.
Well, actually, I could do that even if I wasn't, but somebody did give me a fish waffle sub. Well, I was going to suggest, me trying the snow bouncy race, first, but, I fucked up my hands like 8-ball playing that stupid racing game. It's way too soft.
Hi, Doom. You just missed the 12-hour stream of that Legend of Mana shit.
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to test that, weren't we? Well, we didn't. So deal with it. I'm sure it's wonderful.
We should test it right now, goddammit.
How about I test, my foot kicking you in the ass?
Spoilers, that doesn't work.
Oh, I'll make it work.
Let's go to the Snow Kingdom and not do shitty races. Hi, Sadie.
22 purple coins.
It's 2022 up in here.
And I wonder if the Tokyo Olympics will be held. Actually, isn't there supposed to be Winter Olympics in 2022?
Isn't that why they said it would be scrapped?
Can't they just, do 2 Olympics at once like they used to back in the good old days?
Twitter doesn't allow that.
Who gives a shit what Twitter thinks?
Get in my belly! Total of 55, we got one of those. I thought this said caught humping my ex. Which, would be in the metro city or whatever.
Do you have a question?
I do want, what's number 6?
The player can find this power moon on top of some boxes at the entrance to the Shiverian town.
The entrance to the Shire.
C. Crappio.
Deserves his own cereal.
He deserves his own spin-off.
He belongs in a museum. Or not solo.
His legendary Redfoot does. What the hell are we talking about? What the hell are we smoking?
What isn't the Mythbusters?
What isn't the lighthouse smoking?
Shit. I'm like, okay, I'll just cap that motherfucker, and then I forgot, oh shit, I don't have my cap. Well,
You're like, I'm gonna bust a cap in his ass.
Then I realized I had worms. At least I didn't fall to my death, but,
The day is young. Where was the secret in that?
apparently over there.
Behind the first Bonsai Bill Cannon. That's Cannon.
A cannon. I'll go back and do that.
Hey everyone, I'm about to finally graduate from high school.
Whoa. Minato.
You wish, Doom. Hey Minato. That just reminds me of the time that Robotnik got his GED.
They said G.
Something G. Minato, you like those tier 1 emotes you got there?
Looking back.
What if you could shake hands with Abraham Lincoln?
Ooh.
Just imagine when they all go out for drive-thru at Wendy's afterwards, Doom.
My girlfriend's senior year, I think, they were doing maintenance in their, dang it. They're doing maintenance in their high school and found a bunch of mold, so they had to, shut down the school, so they had, half-day, classes for half the year for their senior year, so it wasn't very much of a senior year. Shoots gas. But,
Of course it's gas, it's air.
it's a gas.
Exactly.
What's crazy talk is him playing Secret of Mana.
What's crazy talk is him fucking finishing the achievements in fucking Castlevania already. Fucking. This wiki refers to that chimney that took you to a new area as a moon pipe, and that's like a moonstein.
Speaking of chimneys, what about the chimney sweeps and Mary Poppins? Did you saw that video I posted?
Isn't it illegal to not be handicap accessible?
In 1965, no one gave a shit.
Well, it's not 1965, okay? It's fucking 2020. It's, I mean, I know we're the. I know we still have the same exact amount of racism as 1965, but we should at least have more wheelchair ramps.
Just get my belly, you damn rabbit. I already caught you, you fuck.
Yes, what are you doing? Is that true, or is that a Rubik's Cube scenario?
Paramedic was too busy doing literally anything else, and that was, stupid of them.
So what you're saying is, Ratmus, that you literally couldn't get out of bed! And that makes me want to literally agree with you.
Guess what, Doom? We're going fishing.
Yeah, fishing. Interesting.
That shit, he can...
That's when you just gotta loudly ask someone to open the fucking door for you. And say, hey, can you open this fucking...
Door for me, you fat bitch.
Can you open this heavy, fat, fucking metal door?
You chubby, tank-ass bitch.
You gotta be polite.
I was being polite.
Some moon just sitting over there. Like a fucking moonstein.
Crawl up this like it was freaking Big Boo's haunt.
Like, I thought you were gonna say big booty hose.
That's that too.
Yeah, I'd have to. If that was you being polite, I'd hate to see you being rude, Ratmus. What is that down there? It's just like a fucking question block.
It's okay because these guys, are able to exist in this environment.
Minato, at the school I went to, they had a historic building that was built in like 1850. And that building, like, Abraham Lincoln was in that building, so like it's a historical landmark or something, but it has obviously no elevators, so like there would be no way in hell for any handicapped person to get up to like any of the higher floors.
You have to crawl yourself.
Those stairs were ridiculous.
He took a shit in there, and that's inappropriate because they used outhouses back then. And he pooped himself basically.
Abraham Lincoln can shit wherever he wants. Okay, that's what I have to say about that. I didn't see who followed, but whoever it was, thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy yourself and hope you're not a robot. Because as we all know, we hate robots.
Except for Doom.
Except for Jean-Luc Picard. Let's talk about Star Trek Picard that Ratmus and I watched the first episode of today. What did you think of it, Ratmus?
Pretty weird. Because, Romulans are the new Mexicans.
Better than Discovery, though, right?
Probably. Shit.
Wait,
Almost
so
froze my left nut.
Are you saying that's like the official fire drill policy? In the event of a fire, you're just supposed to leave the wheelchair person to die?
In the one, her grandmother was in a few different nursing homes. Like one of them, the upstairs, basically, like there were 2 staircases, but they were locked. I don't know if like they had something where they would become unlocked in case of fire. But then there was like that in the elevator. So like so many effing people would probably be like left there to die if like there was a fire there. And
well, like I said, we only watched the first episode, but personally, and I've tried to stay away from spoilers, but I keep hearing fucking spoilers about who's in the show, and I've also heard that a lot of Star Trek fans like fucking hate it and despise it and say it's horrible. But after watching the first episode, I think like I didn't really have a problem with it, and like I think it's way better than Star Trek Discovery at least.
But is that really saying much?
I mean, no, that's not saying much because Discovery really blows. But like, I mean, the big problem with Star Trek Discovery is just like it totally like ignores Star Trek canon and just makes shit up that doesn't make any sense. Like so far, this show has not done that I can see.
I think it like is going on the fact that like Romulus blew up.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact that Romulus blew up, that happened in Star Trek Nemesis, and like that was already established in Star Trek Nemesis.
What happened in Nemesis?
Well, either I don't think it happened, but I think they said it was going to. Like that was the whole fucking problem with Remans and Romulans and Shinzon, and that was all said in Star Trek Nemesis. Or no, not Star Trek Nemesis. Well, I guess it was. Maybe it was Star Trek. You know, the alternate universe.
Because
that happened. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it was, it's already established, and obviously, I don't like it. I think that after the Dominion War, they should have worked with the Romulans, and everyone would have been happy. But like even in the novels, that didn't happen. So like, do I hate that? Yes, of course. But that's established canon at this point. Like, it didn't really, at least not yet. It hasn't shit on any canon really. So we'll see what happens. Why would Song be rolling her eyes? Oh. Yeah, well, if she does that, then why am I with her, right? I mean, do I roll my eyes when she starts, just going off on a tangent about Lord of the Rings?
Or Pokemon?
She doesn't really do that. Yeah, she would go off more on Pokemon, I think, than Lord of the Rings, probably. What the hell is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that something I gotta blow?
I don't know. Why don't you just, ask me to tell you where the next moon is?
I'm still looking for 6th. Well, you said it was on top of a brick or something, right?
No, I said it was on top of some boxes at the entrance to the Shiverian town.
So where are those husky fuckers? Good girl, see. Bitches.
It seems like it's in a place where you'd come in with a pipe. That's what I need. Here's some boxes. Does this look like this picture?
No, it doesn't. Some shit up there.
Whoa. What are you doing, Monado? You playing Animal Crossing?
He doesn't know about, anything about clearing snow like this. Well, looky here. Totally not that.
Yes, that's how you get rid of snow. That looks like it.
This shit. Wonderful shit can I buy this asshole in place. Look at this. What do you chicks want, damn it? Ain't your friend guy.
Exactly. So what else are we talking about? More Star Trek?
Yes.
right, see you later, Doom. Wink, wink.
Castle seal nesting dolls. That's lovely. Ooh. Talkie Tote. Alright, number 7.
On a hidden path located behind the snowy mountain. That's, real specific.
Whoa, what the fuck? Like I warped in here from that other place.
Yes. This one's so effing generic. Let's see if I can find a video. There's some news story about dolphins in Australia that like are used to humans coming and visiting them, and now there's no humans, so like they're desperately bringing humans presents to get food.
Whoa.
Like bottles under the sea.
Like Xbox 360s.
That they found under the ocean.
That shit is slick.
Okay, so I found this video on YouTube about this moon, and the thing that I like about it is the person on the bottom of their screen has a fucking subscriber goal that's like old school Twitch alerts from like 3 years ago. Like that's something that I used to have. Where the fuck is this? Do you know of a path with like a hell of a lot of snow and like a log sticking out?
I might have seen that, but I'm over here. I'm curious what this is.
It's a shitload of fuck is what it is.
It's a wonderful puzzle.
Oh god, a puzzle. Does Sadie also miss human contact?
Yes. It's totally like that Legend of Zelda shit.
This is some Legend of Zelda shit right here, is what you're saying?
Yes. Where's the secret? So he wants to know the secret.
What were these really called in Japan?
Psychonoda and Setsu, like 1, 2, and 3 or something.
I think it's just Seiken Densetsu.
We have the third one on Super Famicom.
The second one also.
Just say I had my Jimmy wrapped. have two of the game. Like the first one was on Game Boy, so
this came out as Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana.
yeah.
And then Final Fantasy Adventure was actually Seiken Densetsu and was for Game Boy.
Yeah.
That's why they don't have it for Super Famicom.
Yes. Or Game Boy.
But so that came out on Game Boy, but then wasn't Secret of Mana on Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
What about Trials of Mana?
Like that wasn't released in the West for the longest time, and then that recently got like its release finally. Release with massage, if you know what I'm saying.
Do you have Secret of Mana for Super Nintendo?
I do not. I never did. My friend and I played it and off of his thing, and then we're almost done because he wanted to 100% everything. So we like 100%ed all the weapons you can get, and then he lost the cartridge. We don't know where the fuck it went.
On that, whatever. Okay. This might lead you to a ledge with.
Where's that seed?
Okay, this is not the right ledge for the moon that we're going for.
If I can find the frosty shit. And Mr. Frosty, this is blue suede.
Why, hey there, artificial Kodun.
I'm going to take over the real Kodun's life. Yeah.
Oh God, where's this gonna go?
Fucking shit. Gold coins.
Final Fantasy Adventure, originally released in Japan as Seiken Densetsu Final Fantasy Gaiden. Came out for Game Boy and other weird consoles. And then Nintendo Switch as part of the collection.
Switches.
Okay. Secret of Mana, originally released in Japan as Seiken Densetsu 2. Came out for Super Nintendo and Super Famicom. A weird Japanese computer, iOS and Android Switch as part of the collection. Also, apparently there's a 3D remake for Windows, PS4, and Vita.
Yeah, that no one likes.
Trials of Mana, also known by its Japanese title Seiken Densetsu 3, was released for Super Famicom only, and then Nintendo Switch as part of the collection. Oh wait, then there was also the 3D remake for Windows, Switch, and PS4, and people hate that, you said?
Yes.
And then, what's this? Dawn of Mana? A 2006 action-adventure game for the PS2?
Let's get him started. Wait, he's not here.
Tell me about that remake. You know, that'll get him out of Lurk. Actually, the only thing that gets Buck out of Lurk is Doom doing Super Metroid N%.
What about Rosalina Pix?
Maybe that too, I don't know. Wait, no. Does that count as you getting a moon in that kingdom, or did it count for the other kingdom?
I don't know.
Oh, What's the deal with this Dawn of Mana though? Like, I want to know what do you think of it, Doom? Is it part of the real game? Is it a shitty side game?
This guy want?
Probably a sexual thing.
It is a sexual thing. Let's me draw the Triforce. Okay, didn't realize I would just keep going.
Okay, so the original Seiken Densetsu had an enhanced port for GBA called Sword of Mana.
Let's get Buck started on that.
Whoa, hey Ramimi.
Hi, Mimi, how you doing?
Then there was how many times have they remade or ported this fucking game? And then it says so all three of them had a 3D remake, I guess. Well, the three main ones.
Are there, like ice skates I can wear?
Or Mimi, you're only a 1 month subscriber. You better love these fucking emotes. Then there's also Legend of Mana for PlayStation, Children of Mana for DS, Heroes of Mana for DS, Rise of Mana
Mana for breakfast.
for iOS, Android, and Vita, Japan only. So Doom says he's only played Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana. So where do they rank on your top 10 RPGs of all time?
Mine or his?
His. What about yours?
Well, Secret of Mana is definitely up there.
What about the spin-off Secrets of Lufia?
Woo! How about Illusions of Gaia? One of these guys' asses.
You made a list, but it's deep, deep in your subconscious. How's it going, Ramimi? How's your life? Should have taken the road not taken.
Wants to be my friend, but I don't give a shit.
Alright, fine, you gave a shit.
It's fine, you can F and die. Do all this stuff here.
Certainly looks like you did.
I thought it said there was,
Oh, coins down
Yeah.
here? Okay, well, maybe go up that way.
this way, alright.
Another moon. That's crazy talk.
Stacked him up.
Stack them up again. Can you move your view? Oh, yeah,
still didn't see them even though I had my camera in that direction. They probably need a wall kick or something.
You just murdered your friends. They were never my friends.
Just need to jab him in the nuts and then he'll tell you things.
And how many of them did you stream already, Doom? And I just don't remember, even though I was probably fucking there.
You were on Skype. What are you talking about?
Super Mario Odyssey Jump Rope Glitch 2020. Are you graduating this year, Ramimi? Drive-through only? Maybe in 2 years we'll be able to touch another human being again. Probably not.
Still be illegal.
Yeah, Ratmus. Yeah, aren't all of those games like co-op? Maybe that's the pillar you need to go to?
Could be.
Yeah, that's where you need to go for Moon 7 or whatever.
Moonstein.
It's like, I've certainly got nothing against Skyblazer, but, you know, I don't think I've ever, I know I've seen at least one stream of Doom and Skyblazer, but it's like Super Mario 3D World, fuck no, I didn't watch that. I probably didn't even watch the Mana because I was like, it's a fucking RPG, I don't need to watch this, and so, like, I don't even remember what games I ever saw them play.
So that's one, right? What's number 8?
In Shiveria Town, the player can find a pole that they must climb to a higher level.
This is pole position. Oops.
I think I probably saw that one. I think I remember you doing beat 'em ups.
Can you get on Luna's level and do the 4th one?
That's probably that report of the original game, I would guess, because I think that was on GBA. I know that was on GPA, I just don't know if there are any other ones. I think that might be the only game that it said was on GBA, actually.
that swag instead, though.
Well, yo gabba gabba. Yeah, the only GBA one was Sword of Mana, which is an enhanced remake of the Game Boy game. Final Fantasy Adventure.
Something hidden up that one spot.
Should we tell Doom about, there was this Saturday Night Live sketch, it was like a commercial, where the product was like, it was for people who have, flatulence problems, right?
Yeah.
But it was a thing like a sort of like a whoopee cushion that you attach to your butt, so that every time you fart, instead of making a farting noise, it was supposed to say like an intelligent quote, so that people, instead of hearing you fart, people at a dinner party would hear you say an intelligent quote. And the only one that me and Ratmus remember and always quote is the one that said, and by the way, it talked in a weird voice like this. So the quote that we remember was, "Clancy's a genius," referring to Tom Clancy. So, my thing is that, it should also say, "Woolsey's a genius," right?
Yes. I wouldn't agree with the flatulence.
Are those seals?
Say seal of approval.
It's Seal, the guy. I'll just, search Wikipedia for the word seal. Seal may refer to any of the following. Pinniped, a diverse group of semi-aquatic marine mammals, many of which are commonly called seals. Or Seal, 1991, album by Seal.
Fucking shit up.
What about Seal, musician? What the hell did the original Japanese say? It said, "Emperor Fandoli's a genius."
Yes.
Oh, there they are, finally. The hell is clapping? Alright, all coins gotten in the Snow Kingdom. Alright, here's a quiz. What is Seal, the musician's real name?
Arthur Seal already.
It's this. Alright, can you go to the store and buy all the purple coin shit?
Matt Berry's the daddy now.
I thought that was Idris Elba, Ramimi. I don't think we've ever explained the P. Diddy joke that you always say, Ratmus.
How we didn't have no P. Diddy. Let's go ahead and
Well, Doom, have you ever noticed how sometimes Ratmus will say, like, back then we didn't have no P. Diddy? Well, let me look up when
Sean Combs, yes.
When did Sean Puffy Combs decide to change his name to P. Diddy?
Donkey Kong and P Diddy.
Okay, I mean, there is, yes, there is something mildly to explain about it. Okay, according to this, it says, perhaps still best known as Puff Daddy, Combs changed his name to P Diddy in 2001. Okay, but like, it was right after he did it. It was like maybe 2 weeks after this happened. There was a joke sketch on Conan O'Brien where it was like, I forget how he explained the premise, but it was like a character sketch where it was an old man who was nostalgic about the past, but the past that he was nostalgic about was like a month ago. So it was like, imagine the guy on the Super Nintendo cover of whatever that game was with the banjo. So it's like an old man with a beard, and he's like, well, back in my day, but he was talking about things that happened literally a month ago. So it was like 2 weeks after he became pitied. He's like, back in my day, we didn't have no P. Diddy. So like the joke is that it was only 2 weeks after that.
I figured I did that.
Well, that's a great compliment that, you know, it was a joke made by Conan O'Brien, but Doom thought that, you know, it was a Ratmusism, so that's high praise.
I want to race, bro. So I'm wearing my hat backwards. That means I'm wiggity whack.
How could a person call another person whack?
He was calling himself whack, so it's okay. Koopa freebase, and I can't see shit.
Of course you can't see shit. You're in the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Fucking idiot. This was like my life.
Like, don't fall into a fucking rabbit hole about, you know, reading about Sean Combs and, you know, his life and career and names on Wikipedia. You'll fall down a fucking rabbit hole and never come out.
I changed it to Diddy because he loves, you know, Diddy Kong.
Yes, that's camp. Yes. This level, much like Ratmus's life, sucks and blows and is full of snow. So. I wasn't saying anything that Ratmus wasn't thinking, right?
Yes.
Let's give another go. When I was playing beat 'em up games with Luna, I was, you know, talking about Double Dragon for NES and how I could never beat it, and I was like, you know, what if I had infinite lives? You know, like any fucking game should be, where you just put in more quarters. So I looked up the Game Genie codes for Double Dragon, and there is no Game Genie code for infinite lives, so it can never be beaten. It's like, just, you know, giving it one more try.
That didn't count because it fucked me.
Fucked you. Yeah, I always remember, like, I think it's mission 3, the part where you like jump over the little gaps with the bridges over water. Like, to me, I always remembered like that's usually the part where like that's as far as I would get, and then I would game over there.
The screen was on, the score was on the top instead of the bottom.
That's only for wizards. Did you buy all the purple coin stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you go back to the Odyssey and update the moons? Because, I don't know if that one you got counted for which kingdom or what.
Oh, yeah, show me to you, CD.
Alright, how many do you have in snow?
Got some wonderful hair products.
For men.
Alright, one of those is a threefer.
Alright, so that means that you should have 37, is that correct?
I guess.
And you had 398 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a moon missing somewhere, so... What was that kingdom where you...
It was, Dino Land, or what the fuck it's called.
Cascade?
Yeah. Get some Cascade liquid gel. Yes.
What about SimCity for SNES?
How about Bear City with Fred Willard?
Bear City, Bear City.
Dude, you got a hey mate?
Hit Y or whatever. Alright, is there one multi-moon then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you should have 10, alright.
No, the secret path to the fossils, number 18.
Alright, fine. Got 22 purple coins to get here and 32 moons.
In 32 minutes.
Yeah, like a few days ago, whenever that happened, that Fred Willard died, DK sent me this message on Discord. That's a word-for-word quote. And then I responded. I also sent this picture to DK and he totally loved it. In this picture. Basically, like, half of me and DK's conversations are me posting Star Wars memes to him. And he loves it.
Bastard. The toadies. Fell down here and I can't jump. Deeper in there. Did it one time. Oh. Oh, shit. Walk the dinosaur. There's that thing. So, another amphibian. Crank! Is there anything in here? Efforts one.
Did you ever see this one, Doom?
What was it?
I was laughing at something else. It's a Twin Peaks joke. You guys wouldn't get it.
I do my time. Get me a beer.
Stupid picture DK posted in Discord. I mean, you'll have to be more specific. Oh, you mean the ape legs? Yeah.
Forgot those don't last forever.
I mean, nothing lasts forever in the mythical August rain. May showers bring June flowers. That's what I always say.
Launch malfunction, everybody. For the green onions for Mongolian beef, I had to go to 3 different stores. It's like my closest Target and the Jewel didn't have any.
Well, let's see what the weather's like outside here. It says it's 64 degrees right now. I don't know why I'm talking in this voice. 60s, 70s.
And 80s.
It says 84 on Sunday. And that's as high as it's ever going to get. And then it's going to go down again. It's like cloudy, cloudy, thunderstorms, cloudy, thunderstorms, 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 rain, cloudy, showers, showers, thunderstorms, thunderstorms.
Just tell me what you really think, alright? rain in California.
I'm talking about here. What if it snowed in San Francisco? In Lizard Town, it's 85. In 80s forever.
Whereas
So-
Quack lives at Duckburg.
Well, Lizard has a lot of thunderstorms too, as you know, that happens in Florida, right?
And it stays in Florida. I read this.
What happens in Florida stays in Florida, except
at Home
except when
Depot,
they give
there
us
was
the
like a hate
virus.
fight by like 4
Yes.
guys.
That was Florida, of course it was.
Basically, a drunken gator, on a golf cart on the highway.
It's the Florida flag.
Yes. Basically, summarizes Florida right there. Hold
What moon do you want to know about?
What these fucking purple coins are.
Breaded chicken taco with pasta rolled up in it? What the fuck?
All up in it. Something up there.
Let's just say Gator is gonna golf out for you.
The Gator Gang. Oh, here's another wonderful look.
Wonderful.
Oakland Under Pressure Rookie, I'm taking it, which is from that Fahrenheit Sega CD32X game.
Of course it does. People love that game.
It's a damn good thing Stinky was using his head.
When's it gonna be remastered? Alright, I'm assuming this isn't Bowser's Kingdom, so I'm just gonna add a moon to that.
It said taking notes with Bowser.
I thought it said keep your jizzo all in a row.
Secret path to Bowser's butthole.
Bowser's anal passage.
Blue guitar should be here.
Here's something that I said to DK last year.
Sweet precise jumps here. Oh.
Just giving moons away.
There was some faith healer guy that said he can cure coronavirus with his faith, and he died of it.
Sounds about right.
This asshole. Oh, I'm a big boy with a bucket. Say I need to dress up as a giant black penguin and beatbox. Should also totally post that picture of that guy with that penguin that he won. Like how I'm dressed for this weather here. Right, Rich. The football player from Batwoman, what? I can see one out over there.
Yeah, that didn't give football players a bad name or anything, right?
I chased it in a minute. Let's say innocent, but I said intimate.
Football players.
Wreckage.
Then you die.
Just call it hopping. Language are you speaking? I didn't buy this. I'll take 10. Taxi. Floating up there. Just like caveman, you know, frickin' circle wheel thingies.
Yes, I don't know why. I'm just like going back, you know, in time to all my conversations, private conversations with DK. He sent me a picture of Citrus Twist, but like right next to it, there's an orange soda called Plunge. Orange soda. Well, the first thing I asked him about the Citrus Twist was, is it better than Sundrop? And he said, that's between you and the Lord. And then there was a beat, and then the next line he said, of the rings. But then I was like, wait, does that say Plunge Orange Soda? What maniacs are making these products? He's like, LOL, I didn't even notice that. Maybe next time I'll take the plunge. So, speaking of which, Ratmus, I'm totally out of Citrus Twist. So if you ever go to an Aldi, you should get Citrus Twist and also take the plunge and get some plunge orange soda. That'll be hilarious, right? Hilarious when you spend all your money on soda for me. By that I mean pop. Oh,
There's no safe spot between those, I don't think.
Doom, you know how I sent you some of our Star Trek cards that we made? Well, apparently, like, over a year ago, I guess I was talking to DK about Jor-El, and I must have mentioned to him how we made a card for Jor-El, and I sent him the card. Or I think I was trying to explain to him what Jor-El looked like in the 1950s Superman show, and I was like, well, I have a picture from this Star Trek card that I made. The picture that I used for Jor-El was from, like I said, the 1950s Superman TV show, which is in black and white, and it's him explaining to the other Kryptonians about how, like, their planet is going to die and they need to get in a rocket and leave, and he's using what we call Kryptonian PowerPoint, which is just like a frickin' like picture that he pulled down. I'm sure you'd totally fucking give a shit about what the hell I'm talking about.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, my computer's locking up.
It's pop locking up.
Is the stream still going?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that I wanted to show on Video Vault eventually was like 1 or 2 episodes of that 1950s Superman show. You know, the one with the negative 2,000 degrees, and then probably the that crazy one where like there was that old woman in the wheelchair who got thrown down the stairs. Every time I try to search my computer for something, it's locking up. Oh, what's going on?
From suck to blower.
Plunge was the name of a water slide. Yeah, it definitely sounds like the name of a water slide. It might have even been the name of a water slide at like Noah's Ark or something. Who the hell is Kyle Katarn?
Hell is Kylo Ren.
And now you die like him too, okay, Boomer?
Yes.
Just like that book that DK will never finish reading. Got all those coins you need. Screen.
Kill screen. Fucking shit, fuck.
Oh, yes. It's Kryptonian PowerPoint. You know what episode what's another episode of Superman, The Adventures of Superman that we totally love? It's like I forget what the situation was, but like there was some sort of emergency and he had to change into Superman, and like Jimmy had like accidentally taken a picture at the same time, and then like we got the pictures developed. It was like a picture, of Clark turning into Superman. And then he's like, why don't you explain this picture, Clark? And he says, like, oh, that's a double exposure, Jimmy. Like, you got a picture of me and a picture of Superman, and it got double exposed. And, like, according to me and Ratmus, the funny part is that, like, Superman is just, like, in his mind, he's like, I hope Jimmy buys this, because if he doesn't buy this stupid excuse, I'm going to have to snap his neck. Right?
Yeah.
So he's just like waiting to see it. Is Jimmy gonna buy this? Otherwise, I'll have no choice. I'll have to snap his neck. Spoilers, of course, he bought it.
And that time he's like, when I see guys like you, I go wild.
Jimmy said that, right?
Yes.
Well, because there was this other episode where it was a group of criminals who discovered his identity, right? And then so what he decided to do was he flew them to like Mount Everest or some really high mountain, and he said like, you can live in this cabin for the rest of your life, completely isolated from society, and periodically I will bring you food and supplies, or you can try to climb down the mountain yourself and escape and probably die. But, it's up to you. I'm washing my hands of it. And, like, so obviously the first thing they did was try to climb down the mountain and they got killed. So, is their blood karmically on Superman's hand, or was that chaotic neutral?
I don't know if like he specifically said he was just gonna leave them there forever, but he was gonna try to figure out what to do with them, and then they like decided to, try to escape, and that happened. Right in the face.
Well, it was a completely different situation, but in an episode of Lois and Clark, the bad guy, who is actually bad women, the bad guy played by Shelley Long, was talking about how, like, basically, it's like if they're like, okay, it wasn't like I didn't even. I can't explain things very well, can I?
No.
Like, I didn't want to have to explain the whole thing, how this episode, Lois got Superman's powers, okay? So Lois is Ultra Woman, okay? She got Superman's powers. So Clark is the one who's kidnapped and next to a bomb, but whoever it is, doesn't matter. Like, the point is that Clark is strapped to a bomb, and they're like, if you don't call Ultra Woman, this bomb is going to go off and you're going to die. And so, like, the one bad guy is like, are we really going to kill him? And she says, it's up to him. It's his choice, which any Buddhist will tell you slides this, out of murder and straight into suicide, leaving us karmically clean.
Wonderful way to describe it.
Also, what are you doing, Ratmus? Also, I'm tripping balls over here. Have you found all the secret moons and secret coins in this area?
And secret clovers. Hey man, nice job.
What else can I talk about that's not boring?
Star Trek.
Start talking about Star Trek.
And myself. He's right over here, everybody.
Hey, Ratmus, remember this?
Yes.
Roar.
Oh shit. Oh shit, motherfucker.
Don't worry about, almost getting killed at that point.
I just realized because DK has Discord Pro or whatever, he has all these like personal emotes that he can use anywhere in Discord. And like I realized that if I click on them, I can download that and then I could like upload it to my own server and use it as an emote on my server, like a picture of DK or Steffi's face, totally without his permission, of course.
Barbecue wings, everybody. There's 3 left somewhere.
You're gonna say yes to delivery, but not the dress?
Let me say no to that show. Up Luigi's ass.
What are you getting delivered? DiGiorno's?
Something with avocado, right? Hello, hello.
Which is Spanish for the crazy pollo.
The loaf crazy pollo. Los for locals.
Whoa. So back when we watched Star Wars together, I said at the part where Luke fights Vader in quotation marks in the cave, Doom said this scene freaked me out as a kid. Lizard said same. Dragoon said I was more confused, and I said DK was just turned on.
Yes.
And then DK laughed and said you are also correct.
People were all those things. I'm missing moon number 3 here.
Sorry to hear that, Mimi.
What are you doing here? Sticky. Say what? Welcome to Jurassic Park. Just to get out your, prehistoric rages.
Holy shit.
Special here. Just more of your conversations.
Yes. It's just me throwing DK under the bus. You know, like, at this point, I think he was mailing the license plate to Luna, and he was at the post office. And he's like, "Shoot, I need Luna's address. Can you tell me what it is?" And then there's this other one that's totally even worse.
It's a Weird Al album.
Where was it? Oh yes. So it was August 2018, and I guess DK and Cobra were about to meet in person at a restaurant. And he messages me, "Quick, what's Cobra's real name? I'm moments from meeting him, and I can't remember." And I tell him, and he was like, "That's it. Oh shit, I was panicking." And I'm like, "Why would you call him anything but Cobra?"
Hey Cobra, how you doing, Cobra?
You want to know where some more moons are, right?
Square is number 12.
Near the above a high cliff power moon, the player can find a door leading to a secret area.
When I went into
Yeah, he always called me RockMan. You know, I always called Cobra Cobra, but you know, our dad called him by his real name. Not to mention Luna. I always called Luna Luna, but my dad, you know, uses the real names. If I ever met Doom, I would call him Doom, but you know, my parents would call you by your real name. I mean, that's fair. It has to be like Laser. Maybe that active Capion, I don't know.
Yep, it is Cappy. You got a moon in me. That's the place. What are you doing here?
Capture the T-Rex, then defeat all the burbos in the area.
Boobos.
Burby Scurvy.
So I don't like break every block from me.
You have to commit Burby genocide.
That's the genocide everyone's okay with.
In Japanese, these are called poppins.
Poppy? Get on the floor.
Also in this area, if you destroy this rocks,
Shoot the rocks, knock it off, Fox.
look for a low platform with some large rocks. If the player destroys one of them, it's a T-Rex, a power move will appear. You have a journal room, maybe?
Why isn't the T-Rex respawning?
Okay, it's got a cooldown, okay.
I went extinct. Remember this place?
I remember this place, I got PTSD here. It's like literally the one rock you didn't break.
Holy shit. T-Rex mustache rods. Old one is.
Thanks to Smash Brothers Brawl, I even know what that move is. BRB. I'll be right back.
I know what move that is. Dick move. You're being good, Sadie.
For once.
8 moves left. And 4 of them are Uchi. Seems like the one of that swampy motherfucker. Probably hidden some shit here or something. Super effective. Should I just went inside him? Guessing it's this. There's the Tyrant or whatever it is. That's like a fossil from 4th or 5th generation. That's a pretty good Pokemon. That looks like a T-Rex, kinda. remember the wonderful song that Weird Al has. Can I get everything in here? Okay, the stream crashed for me. See if it was just me. Looks like it's fine. I'm so good at this game. Racing. Another thing to look at. Thought that was the one I already got. Yeah, okay. Thought this would be something. Did you get your food yet, Ramimi? There's a taxi somewhere. Getting all this moonseed. Is there one from like I looked and saw this face flown up there? The one for looking at like this capper jerk off?
Probably. I got a BRB. That's my dentist calling. Hello? Hello? It's not working. Then there's that one over there. Is anyone streaming anything later? Break something these a-holes. Talkie. Missed. Okay, that was it. Progress.
I guess I can race that asshole again. How's your dentist? You think? Let's get the hell out of here. I got a ringer. More free basin. Just say things about my weight lines, right?
I got you, man, shit.
So effing much.
Pretty much what they fucking said, yes. And not only that, but they need to take my fucking temperature to make sure I don't have the fucking coronavirus. They can, you know, as far as I'm concerned, take a thermometer and shove it up their own asshole.
What asshole? My balls. You get third place, so you get to punch right in your ugly face, mustache wearing bastard. Give them their go.
I would not deal with any of that shit. You know, if I didn't, you know, the alternative of, you know, I have to go to the dentist and get my gums ripped up because if I don't, it's just going to be worse later. That's the only reason why I'm dealing with any of this fucking shit.
You cheated. Wonder if it's faster to go up that one side. Let's see.
It's faster to kill a man.
Spoilers, that's not killing a man. Ooh. That's the way you do it.
Whoa.
You're blazing. You're free basing.
Blazing hot buffalo wings. Alright, what's next?
Tell me what 31 is, because it's pissing me off.
Under the electrical pole, the player must capture the T-Rex in this kingdom and take it to the start where a tall pole with a spark pylon can be found. Destroy the pole. It isn't. Break everything that moves. Drown this T-Rex. Scare the shit out of that, toad. Alright, here's a headline. Man struggles to catch deadly cobra hiding in air conditioner of bakery in eastern India. Alright, so 15. After collecting the nice shot with the Chain Chomp Power Moon, the player should look for a secret area to the right, which contains one last puzzle where a Chain Chomp must be captured in order to hit the other Chain Chomps in the target area. Mario can successfully do this to receive a hidden Power Moon.
Oh, that shit.
Isn't this a command? Yes, it is. That's the news, people.
Should be able to list all things. So where is it in here?
Since it says after collecting the Power Moon, the player should look for a secret area to the right.
This is already down because I did this. Shit.
Why didn't you see that the first time, Ratmus? You just wanted to get your moon and get the hell out.
Yes. Just like cool.
Okay, why is this an actual headline on Yahoo News? The funniest shiz that has happened in our Zoom meetings. And yes, an actual news article spelled the word that way.
Some serious jizz.
I don't know if you call it a series, it's probably from Reddit or BuzzFeed or something, but it's on Yahoo.
Alright, next is 19, 20, and 23.
Under the Odyssey's original position, Mario should find 2 rocks that they can break. If he breaks the one on the right, he will receive a Power Moon.
What the fuck is that?
It's called Rolling Rock by the Falls. I guess it's by the falls. Also 19 you can't get.
Oh, why is that?
Because it's a tourist and you have to find a tourist in the metrosexual kingdom and other places first.
Motherfucking T-Rex.
Turn around.
I'll back up where I'm at.
It's right fucking straight ahead of you. Fucking chimney's blocking it. It's those two rocks. One of those rocks you'll have to hit 1,000,000 times.
It's one of the stupidest things. So they can't get 19 out of 23.
At the Fossil Falls Heights, Mario can find a bonneteer who is a big fan of Caveman.
Have to dress like him, or
Yeah, you have to wear the caveman hat and caveman outfit.
looks good to caveman.
Thanks for playing. Yes.
You said by the Fossil Falls Heights.
Yes.
Oh, this asshole. I'm the biggest fan, Mr. Caveman, sir. So that's everyone except for 19.
So,
Give Captain Toad a pressed food bowl.
is that 41 then?
It's okay.
What the hell?
There's another dog barking.
Dude, he gotta heat.
It startled everyone.
It's okay. It's cool. Oh, you're so tired.
Say you need to calm down and slow your roll. You know?
Can I take her out and then you play for a bit, find that tourist or something?
Why would I ever want to do that? And I'll do the jump rope while I'm at it.
Yeah, let's do that. Take that ridiculous thing off.
Can you really call it food though, Ramimi? Where was that? Oh, it's right fucking here. I mean, I didn't say anything. By the way, Ratmus and Sadie have left in disgust, so it's now me playing. Alright, so I'm supposed to look up and see if we can find this tourist here. He may be in some other place first, for all I know. Okay, in the Tostarena town, which is in the Sand Kingdom, you have to talk to the tourist there, and then he'll say he wants to go to the Metro Kingdom, but I think we talked to him there, so let's see if I can figure out how to play this fucking game. How do you find the map to warp? Just took a fucking picture. Oh, there's warp. Wait, I didn't say where I wanted to warp to. What is going on? Jesus Christ. Where am I going? Main Street entrance checkpoint. Which is right fucking here. Is this the guy? No. The guy I'm looking for is standing next to a taxi and is Mexican. This looks nothing like the fucking picture. No, he's definitely not here. Alright, so let's go to the... I guess we have to go to the Sand Kingdom then? That sounds nice for Mimi. I hope it's not from a fucking cult. Okay, now where would the... Okay, that's over there. Okay, after restoring the Sand Kingdom, players shall look at the tourist at the Tostarena town. This is Tostarena town, right? Yes, this is the correct town. It's clearly not this guy. I just thought we already did this. Let me look this up.
Get rid of more stuff. Get back to this place, huh?
I'm trying to find the damn tourist. This is him.
Where could he be? I don't want us to say these things. Hi, Lizard.
Right now, you can go back to the metrosexual kingdom. Hey Lizard, how's it going? Yeah, and then Ratmus visited Kodum's town and drove right past his Del Taco, the Del Taco cult that Luna drove past, and we have a picture of it somewhere. I think in Dropbox. Hold on.
Lockbox.
Yeah, here it is. That's the Del Taco cult that Luna made up as a photo taken by Ratmus, right?
I'm gonna change it to something a little better. A little dapper.
Listen here, Lizard. Nobody tells me how to be sexual, okay?
Where's this idiot here?
Go down that electricity and hang a right. He's right fucking there. Okay. I thought he was over there, but...
Skip the ego.
Alright, let's just get this the fuck over with.
So then go to the Cascade place next.
Probably. Yeah, he wants to see a big waterfall.
He wants to see a big black penguin.
Sure.
$69, dudes. Whoa. Hey, who brought the taxi here?
So does this 100% complete the Cascade Kingdom now?
It should. Giant metal pooches.
Wait, do you have all the coins? Okay, yeah, you do have all the coins. I didn't mark that off. So it's complete then?
Mm-hmm. This fucking place. Where to next?
Trying to manage like 17 different things at once, okay? I'm guessing luncheon. He wanted some food, yes.
Luncheon for breakfast.
I touch my face all the time and will never stop. I don't give a fucking shit, okay?
I'm touching my face right now. They say about biscuits so good you'll go to Stovall.
Let's not talk about Star Trek, Ratmus, okay?
It's food.
Cobra posted a G.I. Joe meme.
Whoa. I've got a lot of shit to do in this fucking place.
Yeah, but we only care about this guy and move on.
Where's this idiot?
At some checkpoint.
Uh-oh. Say it's okay, no barking.
This place, wherever that is.
Say it's okay. It's okay, you're getting the food. Did it say the checkpoint name?
No, it wasn't really clear about that. It's like his fucking arrow is pointing there, but what is that? I don't know where he worked. All right, Byron, Mimi, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Just work to every fucking place till you find this.
Okay. So we'll check this D.
That's good.
The huevos are all over you.
We literally went to every wrong checkpoint.
That's that checkpoint, so... Isn't there, like a guy can glide from here? Yeah, you get those monkeys, see? Okay, that was not.
Can't imagine why he wouldn't have.
I might not have. Well, I still gotta fight that giant chicken in a rematch. I say he's playing with one of her toys. What's this sphere, right? Giant bell pepper coming at her.
Nice.
bird. This fucker leaves a big shit. This fight's really stupid.
A lot of fights are stupid. Multi-moon melee.
Chicken. Cockatoodle.
What if the toon foodle hits your ear?
Then we got problems.
How did that help you find the checkpoint you needed to find?
I don't know.
It's not down there. Sure as hell ain't here. This is even lower than the previous checkpoint.
This could be lower than that.
Not here. Did you try here?
Okay, this looks like it.
Yes, why didn't you try this in the fucking first place?
Where's the next one? The moon.
Fucking Moonstein. Alright, how many do you have in this level?
Gotta put them in there. After 4. 20, but 2 of those are power moons.
So 24 then, for a total of 436.
I believe so. Am I missing on the moon? So, there, he's right over here.
ones are you missing here? I think we gave up on that horrible one.
There's that horrible one that we gave up on, and another horrible one. So 26 and 37.
Oh yeah, 26 is Peach in the Moon Kingdom, which is here last.
Okay.
And then yeah, the other one was the horrible one. Alright, the next one is in Mushroom Kingdom.
The Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, Tino's, Eno. Go to Toadette and punch her in the toady face. Let's stop to play some, Trials of Mana or whatever.
Start a collection of mana as soon as you get all 880 moons in this game, Ratmus. Let's go back to his home that he's too good for.
So it's 440 halfway there.
He's living on a prayer, yes.
So we'll get there. Where to now?
His home that he's too good for.
Mexico land? Was that the Sand Kingdom?
Yes.
Anakin Skywalker land?
Yes.
Shit. Asking quite a bit here. Corners. See, it gets it.
Really, I know that's it.
Head is coked out as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
beginning.
I don't know. Do you have moon number 69? Kind of nice.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. No.
Alright, you gotta find Peach on the inverted pyramid.
She is a bitch.
Is there not a fucking thing to warp there? She's up there.
She's right there.
Alright, since we went around and got that other asshole, you wanna go around and get Peachy out of the way?
Sure.
Yes. Wooded Kingdom.
Look at that. We're over halfway there.
This is Sand Kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're Bon Jovi on Ham, and by Ham, Ratmus obviously means moons.
Wooded Kingdom. These you also have to do in order.
I'm not sure, but may as well. Upper right 4 point. Yes.
I see. Boy.
Turn around. Climb up that tower using weird P blocks.
Where's the switch?
Why don't you just warp to this fucking checkpoint, asshole?
Okay, so I think we got this already too.
So apparently I guess you can do these out of order. I've noted. What kingdom is this? Lake?
No, oh, the one you're looking at? Cause
Yes.
yeah, I think that's like what, the Blake Kingdom. Pretty sure I got her in the Cloud City.
Water Plaza Terrace. That's not the terrace. No, it isn't.
So, dude, what are you streaming next?
Don't even bother. I would ask Doom what he's streaming next after Celeste, but he's not going to be streaming for months because of Bunny.
Alright, so I got that one.
So this is Cloud City. Yeah, we finished Cloud City already, so. Castle, the Lost Kingdom.
Previously on
I think we have every moon here except that Koopa Free Basing Part 2.
We'll see. Yeah. Just the one missing.
Peach in the Metrosexual Kingdom is number 66.
I'll check for that. $66, you said?
Yes, I said execute Moon 66.
I don't have it. Sparky the Clown.
He's taking a motor scooter when he could probably just warp faster somewhere. Okay, I don't see a warp point there. If you see this giant building with the plaza in front of it, you make a left, and it's a building with those weird sticks hanging out of the side. Which might be this building.
Got one up here.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of construction. Wait, is she over there? She's
Yeah,
over
okay,
there.
she's over here. Give me that dimple side, baby.
Yeah, I woke up at 10, so I'm tired.
I almost forgot to give you this power loan, you coward.
That's clearly what she said. Seaside. You've crossed a line, Ratmus.
Gotcha. What? Civil de force.
Looks like a He-Man.
Okay, didn't we?
Seaside, sure. Page is 37 here. Alright.
Nope.
In the Shiveria town on the left side near the entrance to the bounding track.
In progress. Track area. freezing. What shit I was doing in there and I didn't get that.
Can you check Seaside before going to Seaside?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Do you have 52?
Yes. I could just check them here.
I don't know why this video had Seaside and Snow in the opposite order.
They sucked.
I bet you haven't got her in Luncheon, considering you haven't done very much there.
Go there.
And the Pepperoncini Plaza, same place as the taxi.
Snack that smiles back.
What about Smack That Ass?
Smack Daddy, P. Diddy. He's eating the pasta.
Well, I was like, nobody eat my pasta, or I'll fucking cut you.
Exactly. Accidentally ate this Power Moon, but don't worry, I pooped it out 2 days later.
I think we completed that kingdom. The Ruined Kingdom? Yeah, that's
completed.
done, okay.
Bowser's Kingdom is pretty empty.
Yeah, Bowser's Kingdom would be next. Bowser.
Bowser!
Be 44. At the souvenir shop.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Fucking hit that so we don't have to hear that shit anymore.
There's been one right behind the door.
Told them to fuck with you, clearly.
Toad always wants to fuck with me.
Do not mess with me.
Whoa!
Walk to the souvenir shop.
Get to the...
Not there.
this one?
No, left. Above that.
Oh, okay. It is. Fell down the abyss, but we caught it.
Okay, next is Moon Kingdom. So
We got.
isn't that the one where she didn't show up unless she got all the other ones in the other kingdoms of her?
What number is it?
26.
Okay, I guess so.
For some reason, you have to talk to her in all the previous 13 kingdoms for her to show up here.
It's crazy.
On top of the wedding hall next to the bell. And then you want to try that horrible 37 again, right?
No.
Was that 444?
Either that or 445, I don't know.
If it was, I didn't mark something off, so. But you can't fucking see your total.
446.
I didn't mark several moons off.
Like that one, the Metro thing where I was cutting the line.
No, I definitely got that one. Look at your list. Bowser's. How many? 12?
Yeah.
Luncheon. 24 is what I have. 25 actually.
Yeah.
Seaside. 62 is what I have. Okay, snow. 37 is what I have. Should it be 38?
Yeah.
Okay, 446. Alright, that's probably right, because I know I got the 2 in Metro.
Always something. Right there.
The question is, after this, is she going to be back in Mushroom Kingdom for another one?
I totally did. The peach side of the moon. Let's go back to the Mushroom Kingdom.
I pooped my pants!
Sorry, wearing hats. Aliens.
Aliens.
oh, she's back. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. World tour. Go to the left side of the castle. See that fucking scarecrow?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that female bonneteer person said, "What did I ever do to you?" She did. Sorry to kill you. Here we go, and there we went.
I'll break that shit.
Alright. Why don't you find some more moons and purple coins in this level? According to my records, you have 60. It was a trap. I was like, oh, there's a lot of moons to get here, but a lot of them are toadette moons.
A lot of them are totes evil.
A lot of them are totes my goats. Let me look up Mushroom Kingdom here. Let's definitely want to rematch with that guy. Let's go in reverse Toadette order.
Whoa.
Look at the moons.
I want to get up here first.
Scroll down past the Toadettes, I mean, to 43. Jesus, you even got like anything here. Okay.
A cheap old piece.
I remember Cobra having trouble finding this asshole. Northwest of the castle, it says there's a toad wearing a hat that's sentient.
It's a criminal, so I have to kill him.
It's criminal to wear sentient hats, so you actually should kill the toad.
Kill everybody. Thought that was the tree with that shit. It's this one.
Okay, go to the front of the castle.
Well, I didn't get that toad yet.
You might need to talk to this guy first, and I'm trying to tell you where he is.
Alright. Always drive safety.
What about somebody named Sinjin? That's how you spell it. And what if he was MIA in Vietnam? So you talk to those fuckers. And stay there, turn left, and go straight past the scarecrow to a bunch of trees. Those trees right there. That's where the fucker is.
I took over his brain.
Did he say, am I Latina?
Yes.
Alright, you got the tourist one. This one you need to warp from Luncheon Kingdom. A lot of these are fucking rematches, so it's like, which fucking boss do you want to rematch? Or none?
None of them, damn it.
Ooh, I remember this. this one. This is a hard one.
I popped him right in the kisser. I'm gonna do the one over here.
Tussle and Toast Arena defeating Knuckle-O-Tech
And the disco tech.
in the discotheque, and this time don't fuck it up. Also, you should have 6 hearts for these 3 fights, right?
That'll learn ya.
Yeah, exactly. This should all give you hearts. And Knuckles.
That shit. Up you go. Face.
Is she though? Some way to get fucking hearts in here. Try that again later after we find some. Like, there's probably a way to get a 6 heart here without cheating.
If there's a store, you can just buy one.
Oh yeah. How about you go to the Peach's Castle roof again? I should go to the Odyssey. Because there's a tall tree right nearby with Cappy.
So change it to my 8-bit self. 16, 32, 48, whatever.
8, 16, 32, 64, hut, hike. Same thing.
That tree over there. Now there's something.
You're supposed to throw Cappy on a hump. And it's near a waterfall with 3 purple coins. That's it over there. first star that you have numerically besides the one you just got? 11. Okay. You know where the fucking garden is. Stick these all over my ass.
Some, Koopa throw pillows. The Koopa football players.
Old Claxington.
I guess I didn't buy that.
And there we went.
Only money. Something to look at here.
That's one you can get, or you can go to the garden. I have no idea if there's one to look at or not.
So that one there. Ooh.
So Doom, you missed me and Luna playing the game with the pink ostrich.
Here's the best game ever.
All it was basically me being totally confused because, like, even though I totally remember playing it with Cobra and laughing hilariously at the pink ostrich, literally the only part about the game that I actually remember was fighting Elvis. Everything else I was like, I couldn't even believe it was the same game that I had played before. It was so, like, foreign to me. Yeah, Battle Circuit, I think it was. Like, I was totally confusing it with Captain Commando. Like, the whole time I was thinking, like, that the final boss was going to be something, and then I looked later and it was Captain Commando. Like, I didn't remember any of the fucking game at all. Byoki. I have to become the Byoki. Flutter jump as high as you can, and then extend your tongue with shaking of the Wii remote. It said will make it go farther. Do that again. He dissolved in water, that son of a bitch. After this, go to the garden and murder some rabbits. I'll be RB.
Poor Sadie girl. Yoshi. Thank you, view. I gotta ditch Yoshi to do that. You always doing things like this is Mario World. Wow, eat it. Damn lizards. Sorry, lizard. There's that seam. There's where it planted. do that if I had my full health, but I don't. So classic. Whoa. So did that. That was real, right? One of those weird rocks and you kick around a bunch of times, right?
Well, I just realized that we'll have to stop pretty much now because you gotta cook dinner, then we gotta eat dinner and watch our show, and then I can't be late for my stream tonight because Luna and I have to beat 4 games, and he's gonna be effing pissed. You know, the longer he has to miss Persona 5 Royale with cheese that Bunny's playing.
Alright, so let me go to Toadette and then we'll stop.
There's 3 purple coins right there.
Where? Oh, over here.
Those aren't even the ones I was looking at, but sure.
All over.
I think we need a scooter for that. That's what you meant to do. How many purple coins was that?
Like 87 or 70 something. Got 78.
Alright, talk to Toadette.
Are there Toadettes, and can I go there and talk to her? She should be sitting on the throne. Because Peach wasn't there, and be like, oh shit.
She should be sitting on the throne, aka taking a dump.
Toad's watching her.
Visualize world peas.
Captain Toad participator.
These freaks are all player haters. You still have your 6 moon, right? When you start up the game next time, will you still have that? Or did you lose
No,
it?
I lost it stupidly, so...
What were you thinking, Ratmus? Losing it? You fell off a cliff, or did you lose it before that?
No, I got humped by a bunch of those stupid skeleton guys in the Elle's real room.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. L was lit AF!
Shit.
How many moons do you actually have? And how many are them of them are multi-moons, if any?
I think I need 1.
So that should be 40. So, okay, yeah, the total was 461, right?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I'll start cooking then. everyone. Thanks for being here.
There's no fucking way to see your total. Unless you put a moon in there. $461. Which is past Bon Jovi, as we know. Because Bon Jovi was $440. Can you smell what the Ratmus is cooking? You want to hear a great story, right? You remember the Wally forums? Well, in college, I used to go on a message board called WON, World of Nintendo chat rooms, and there's a lot of stuff I could talk about that happened there. But for some reason, I think there was a person named The Brick, and for some reason, I used to say to him, "Can you smell what the Brick's been smoking?" Answer: weed in the back room. All right, so that was a lovely stream, and hopefully about 6:30 Central, maybe a little earlier if Luna's around, maybe a little later if we get fucked up. Sometime around 6:30, Luna and I should be continuing and hopefully beating all the games of Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. And that's the plan. And, who the fuck knows what I'm doing next week. So, I don't think we're going to raid anyone. Could raid Smoke a Look. Yeah, whatever. That's the end of the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.